Hey YouTubers, it's me, Monkeydragon here, helping all you green comps out there. Well anyways guys, today we got a tips and tricks tutorial on ScoreStreaks. And wait, before you back down and say, already heard enough about ScoreStreaks, believe me, you haven't heard this. I haven't seen any real YouTuber talk about it. And it's not about, saying this is the best, it's actually talking about grouping and strategy. With that, let's go and begin. So my favorite setup for running around and doing whatever you need, whether it's objective-based game mode or kill confirm or TDM or something where you're just running around, a really good setup is UAV, Hunter Killer, and Counter UAV. Because on these, you can stay mobile the entire time. You get your UAV, boom, you call it in. Get your Hunter Killer, boom, throw it. Get your Counter UAV, boom, just call it in. And those will pretty much loop themselves. You'll get those and keep on calling them in, and it's a really good setup. The reason why I prefer the Hunter Killer over the RCXD is because with the RCXD, you have to lay down and find a place to hide and then call it in and drive around for 30 seconds and try to find someone. And by then, someone could have killed you before you got your other kill streaks. So, yeah, it leaves you kind of vulnerable. And in an objective-based game mode, it's a really slow process. They'd rather have you, believe me, than an RCXD running there. And the care package, same basic thing as the R60. You need to find some place to call it in. Then you gotta wait and pray that no one kills you. You know what I mean? So this is the best setup for running around, staying active with low end kill streaks. Okay guys, let's move on. So the Guardian, Sentry Gun, and Lightning Strike. You guys may have thought of this, maybe you've seen it and you're like, oh, that's kind of obvious. But just in case someone doesn't know. Really good setup for an objective-based game mode, trying to hold off choke points and protect the objective is Guardian, and Sentry Gun, and Lightning Strike. A really good setup if there's only a few choke points and you can really hold the other end is if you were to put the Guardian and the Sentry Gun side by side on a really close end doorway. Because as soon as they round the corner, they get hit by the Guardian, they get frozen, Sentry Gun takes them out. Really good tip for you guys, just in case you don't know. And the Lightning Strike, obviously to either clear a path or to take enemies quickly off the objective. Really, really good setup. Okay, let's move on. Really good setup for the higher end people to play objective based game modes is to actually run Sentry Gun, AGR, and Stealth Chopper. The reason being is your Sentry Gun can either hold like the backside, like a choke point, or the whole battlefield. Throw your Stealth Chopper above to kill anyone coming through, and your AGR just throw out and let it go ham and kill everyone at once. Really quick tip, guys, if you have your AGR and Sentry Gun out, if you have whatever you call in first is the one you're going to be able to control. So if you call out your Sentry Gun, and then you get your AGR, call in your AGR, you won't be able to control in your AGR. You're going to be able to control in your Sentry Gun. So, if you get them really quick, first thing you want to do is call in the AGR. Once you get your AGR, then place your Sentry Gun, and then go in and place your Stealth Chopper, and then go in and take control of your AGR. Whatever one you place first is the one that you're going to take control. A little quick tip. So, yeah. So once you get that, it's almost like AI kind of stuff. If you just let them all run free, you'll be really safe. It'll take a lot to be able to lose the objective when you have that set up. Okay, guys. So a little high-end setup, if you still want to run the main support side, if you want, is UAV, Counter UAV, and Orbital VSAT. This will just constantly kind of loop each other, and it's a really high-end way. If you don't want to run the Hunter Killer, but you think you might be able to get an Orbital, but you're not 100% sure, so UAV, Counter UAV, and Orbital. Really good setup to just go, okay, I didn't get my Orbital this time, but I got a UAV counter. Okay, so then you start off better than you did last time, and eventually you get your Orbital. Really quick, little setup for people who want to play a little more supportive, but work the skies. Okay, so another really quick tip for the high-end kill streaks, I like this, is if you get Orbital, EMP system, and Lone Stars. Whenever you run, or Warship, if you're running these, it's a really good way to take control of the skies and kill everyone. Because if you're just planning to call everything in as soon as you get it, once you get your Orbital, easy as heck to get your EMP system. Once you get your EMP system with your Orbital out, you get the V2 Warship or the Lone Star very easy. Pro tip, this is what I do whenever I'm running this. I get my Orbital, call it in, and then I get my EMP system and my Warship or my Lone Star, but I prefer the Lone Star. I wait until my Orbital is just about to go away, then I call my EMP system, and then I call in my Lone Star or my Warship. The reason why you want to call those in last is because enemies, eventually they'll call in the launcher class if they have it, or if they don't have a launcher class, they'll call in one of the standard created classes. So let me show you. So when you go to, Black Ops 2 freeze frame, everyone still. Okay, cool. So let me show you. Preset classes, it's in the Mercenary. It comes standard with the FHJ-18AA. Which is a digitally guided rocket launcher. Like, you lock onto it, and it guides it by digital, you know what I mean? And if you call in the EMP system, this launcher won't work. So it's a really good way to protect all your, your sky kill streaks or whatever's in the air, and they won't be able to take it down. Obviously, they can take it down with a small, but with its low damage, it'll take quite a long time in order for it to eventually kill someone. So, most likely they're going to be running this if they're ever going to be running a lock-on class to take out support. So running the EMP system as kind of a smoke screen for all your air support is a really good tip for you guys, if you guys haven't already thought about it. And then believe me, if you wait, you'll more than likely already get near your orbital VSAT by the time it's done, if you haven't called in your EMP and Lone Star. And then once your orbital is done, you call in your EMP, call in your Lone Star for the smoke screen. That'll usually loop you all the back way around to your orbital. Then just call that in. I've done it like 4 times before. It was freaking awesomeness. But anyways, guys. Oh, and really quickly, I don't recommend K9 or Swarm. They're really bad kill streaks. Honestly, these give you like 5 points each. 5 points per kill. And with that alone, the dogs especially suck. People can easily shoot the dogs. They're easy as heck to kill. And the Swarm, I die for my own Swarm. Because as I'm getting into gunfights, people shoot at me. And then after the gunfight, the Swarm dives in and then just blows me up. It's annoying as hell. And the Swarm is a little bit too random. And it's not like everyone's safe because you're like, okay, I can run over here. It's probably safe. Nah, probably not. Just because you have your Swarm out doesn't mean everyone's going to instantly die. So, it's just better off to run the Lone Star, Orbital, and EMP, honestly, for some high-end kill streaks. And plus, when you're running this setup, it's more than likely everyone else get their high-end kill streaks, because it's a really good setup. And you guys, oh, and really quickly, I know I probably said really quickly a lot. Whenever you guys are playing objective-based game modes, or non-objective-based game modes like free-for-all, TDM, kill confirm, always avoid slow kill streaks or kill streaks that won't work. Sentry Gun and Lightning Strike probably won't work too good in those because you're going to be moving around, spawn's going to be flipping and everything, and they're not going to be dead on point for those kill streaks, you see what I'm saying? And those kind of rapidly moving kill streaks. Just like War Machine or Death Machine, in objective-based game modes, they're really good, especially for holding down an area. But in any other game mode, moving around slowly, walking around those really sluggish things probably won't do too good. So, yeah, escort drone, it's decent, but I would honestly rather have, orbital or EMP system than that. So with that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and leave you be, and yeah, guys, that's going to be the end of our video. So like the video if you liked it, or if you found it helpful, subscribe to me if you want to see more of my videos, and don't forget to tell your friends about me, because who wouldn't want to win 20 bucks? And if you want to stay updated on all my videos and everything that I'm doing, follow me on Twitter. It's at xXMonkeyDragon. A link to it will be in the description. I'm Monkeydragon. That's all I got, guys. Peace.